I kindly ask for Zsuzsanna Szegedy-Maszak, the curator of the exhibition.
A few days ago, someone asked me if I could give a succinct definition of new media art. And she also asked how the work of Tamás Waliczky related to this definition. While I pondered my response, it dawned on me that in a certain sense, the essence of Waliczky's art corresponds perfectly with the very definition of new media art. And it corresponds not just because Waliczky formulated the essential characteristics and goals of computer art in a manifesto he wrote 30 years ago, but also because his work uses digital technology simultaneously as a tool, as an aesthetic system, as a way of thinking, as a subject matter, and as a way of redefining art. Through a series of fictional mechanisms, the exhibition, imaginary cameras, invites us to consider diverse ways of seeing and ways of mapping vision. In previous works, Waliczky had often broached the topic of understanding human vision, mostly in the form of animations and interactive installations. It should therefore not come as a surprise that there are pieces in this series which contain self-reference, both to earlier animations by Waliczky and to his persona in the form of a self-portrait as a young man. These fictional analog mechanisms, cameras, projectors, viewers, help us see seeing. And they do so by showing possible distortions not as faults, but as alternative ways of understanding space and time. In the history of art, it has long been a commonplace that the invention of photography exerted a strong influence on how we see things. Cameras don't just have the ability to simulate, but also to mold and even manipulate our vision. Waliczky draws our attention to how, conversely, our vision influences the construction of our cameras. In other words, we create technology, whether analog or digital, to suit our aesthetic needs. And with this technology, Waliczky creates still and moving images of objects and the spaces they inhabit in a manner which corresponds to our understanding of a truthful depiction of reality, even if this reality was created out of nothing and has no references to the world we optically perceive. Their manner of depiction and the references to earlier 19th and 20th century cameras and optical devices instill in us a cultural expectation to find a tangible relationship with reality. Analog processes, the physical effect of light falling on a sensitized surface, are easily followed and understood. According to his own admission, when Waliczky turns to these early devices, he considers them as the roots of new media art. The prism of the camera lucida, which merges two visual spectacles in the eyes of the draughtsman. The prism of the beam splitter camera in one of his light boxes, which merges a portrait photo with a wide-angled landscape photo. The interactive installation erected in the center of the Hungarian pavilion. And ideas behind much of new media art are all fundamentally built on the same principle of merging primary reality with additional projected visual spectacles. I would like to conclude with an observation that one has come to make only with some hesitancy when talking about art. These computer graphics and animations are spectacularly beautiful to look at. They have been painstakingly composed and beautifully executed. It has been an honor and a privilege to work on this project, and I'm so grateful that I could contribute to its realization.